Now, what is the most boring part about taking a flight? For most of us, it's the long wait after boarding and takeoff. You must listen to the cabin crew announcements, the flight checks, and finally the captain's customary message. It's usually boring and technical stuff. They will tell you how many people are on board, how long the flight will take, and how high the plane will fly. Let's face it, most of us don't even listen to what the captain is saying. But a SpiceJet pilot decided to spice things up with some poetry. Before I tell you more about him, in fact, before I speak to him, listen to what he does on board.
नमस्कार श्रीमती और श्रीमान, विमान कक्ष से आप सभी के लिए है पैगाम। आज की इस उड़ान के लिए स्पाइसजेट ने भेजे हैं 2 विद्वान, जिनमें से मैं पोएटिक पायलट आपका कप्तान और दूसरा नीलेश मेरा सह कप्तान। स्वागत है आप सभी का स्पाइसजेट में एज अ मेहमान। अब जिम्मेदारी हमारी करना आपका सम्मान। अगर हमने सहजता पूर्वक किया अपना काम, तो अब से 1.25 घंटे में होगा गंतव्य पे प्रस्थान। तो जरा दे फेफड़ों को आराम और ना करे धूम्रपान, वरना दंडनीय हो सकता है अंजाम। अगर ऊंचाई की बात करें तो होगा 32,000 फीट का मुकाम, क्योंकि अगर और ऊपर गए तो शायद दिख सकते हैं भगवान। आज 850 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटे की गति से उड़ेगा ये विमान, और सर्दी बहुत होगी बाहर, 0 से 47 डिग्री कम होगा तापमान। अगर मौसम खराब हो तो बांध कुर्सी की पेटी करे विश्राम, और कोई भी आवश्यकता हो तो बेझिझक करें विमान कर्मियों को परेशान। सभी विमान कर्मियों से गुजारिश है, कृपया बनाए रखिएगा मुस्कान, और आप सभी का स्वास्थ्य बनाए रखने के लिए उपलब्ध है जलपान। अब से यात्रियों से वार्तालाप करें, शायद रास्ता कटे आसान। मैं आपसे विदा लूंगा और बातें होंगी आखिरी चरण के दौरान। तब तक आनंद लीजिएगा, जमीन से ऊपर खूबसूरत होगा आसमान। एंजॉय द फ्लाइट, बाय बाय।
That was Captain Mohit Teotia. In fact, he's joining us on the broadcast now. Captain Mohit, did you want to be a poet and फिर वो मामला जमा नहीं, so you became a pilot? What is the story behind you doing shayari mid-air?
Hi. Actually, no, I never wanted to be a poet, but I always wanted to be a pilot. But there were 2 main reasons. One, you actually mentioned in your introduction that most of the people that I see, most of the passengers, they don't listen to the announcements made very, clearly. And the second reason was, majority of our flyers these days, they are first-time travelers, or they travel once in a year or so. So at the test, they're excited. At the same time, I see that they're scared too, that what stuff to pack and which luggage to pack, and then go through security lines and everything. So I wanted to cut that chain out, so when they enter the aircraft, they should not be scared to fly, so their mood should lighten up a little bit. So then I thought about that I should write something that the message should also go to the passengers, and they should feel happy as well.
I can certainly see they are feeling very happy. So what do? Write a poetry for every flight, or do you have these 1 or 2, 3 sets which you sort of recite every flight? How does this work?
Obviously, I fly every day. I can't write different things every day, but I keep tweaking it a little bit. So, for example, the one that you heard, if I want to make a change to it, I would say, अगर 35,000 फीट का मुकाम, क्योंकि अगर और ऊपर गए तो शायद दिख सकते हैं भगवान। किसी भी आपातकालीन स्थिति में रखें अपनी निजी बीवी का ध्यान, क्योंकि अगर नजर भटकी तो चला सकती है तीर कमान। So I keep tweaking a little bit like that.
And what's the passenger reaction? I know everyone was clapping when you were making that rather poetic announcement, but do people come up to you, want to shake your hands, take a selfie? Because, you know, on a flight, the last thing you expect is for the captain to take the mic and recite a poetry or a sher. So what's the usual reaction you get?
Generally, passengers are very happy, and in fact, I am super happy that the reason why I wrote it, the reason is accomplished. And now also, earlier also when I used to do it, after the flight, I used to come out of the cockpit, passengers would come up to me, appreciate, they would take pictures with me, and I loved it always. You know, we are in a kind of job that we spend more time with these passengers than with the family, and the passengers are different every day. So I love meeting them. And whatever they do, they're happy at the end of the day, and smiling faces gives me a smile.
Mohit, I don't want to put you on a spot here, but we've seen some very, very badly behaved on-board airlines in the past couple of months. They make headlines almost every day. I don't have to tell you what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking you, do you think your passengers are better behaved because of your poetry?
I think it is a chain of frustration that I cut out with this poetry too. I thought of it that passengers are a little frustrated too when they come to the airport. They have to go through a lot of security lines, which is very important, by the way. Because of the security in India, there have been no hijacks or anything in the last 20 years. So it is very safe. But they still have to go through these security lines, and I think they get a little frustrated. That excitement level dies down a little bit. So I think with this poetry, I cut down that chain of frustration. And at the end of the day, they are happy. And for those people who are creating havoc, I think I wrote something funny for them too. I would like to tell them that आज ये विमान 35,000 की ऊंचाई पे जाएगा एंड कभी विमान में आइए, खूब मजा आएगा. बस 2 पैक लगा के ये मत कहिएगा कि जहाज तेरा भाई चलाएगा.
Okay, Captain Mohit, it was good having you on the show. Thank you very much. Be happy, be safe, keep flying, and I hope to fly with you and with SpiceJet sometime soon. Thank you very much, Captain Mohit Teotia, joining us on the broadcast. I'm stepping into a quick break with Dad on the show. Okay, yeah, I know you were about to say it'll be a pleasure. Thank you very much. It'll be a pleasure flying with you as well.